Okay, we're live. Hello, everybody. I've got my coffee is just about finishing up right now. I'll be right back. I just got to go grab it, grab my grapes, put the creamer in, and then we'll start, okay? I'm just going to turn the brightness down on this camera. There we go. Okay, market is still looking bad, but great time to purchase under 2 cent Harmony if you're interested. Now, let me see what's going on with my sound here. I also have to do the SEO. Okay, according to this, I should have sound, so if somebody chats, I'll know, I guess. I'm gonna go grab the coffee, and we'll talk briefly about something that Jimmy Dore said about Ron Johnson. He said that shit libs think that Ron Johnson is bad. I agree. I agree with those shit libs. Ron Johnson is bad. And if you don't know who Ron Johnson is, he's one of those election deniers. So he's already, that's all you need. You say you're not election denier, you're a science denier, you're a truth denier, you're a fact denier. And Jimmy Dore says that only shit libs say he's bad? Huh. Isn't that funny? What, does Jimmy Dore like Ron Johnson? Huh. Weird, huh? Why are you hounding me, little kitty cat? Why are you beesling on me, little mini bees? It's the mini bees. Okay, so the chat's not working. Let's refresh that. I'm sure. Wow, really? 2 people? Come on now. Huh. For 420 show. Okay, well, you know what? I'm sorry I am late, but it is 420, and I am smoking for 420, and if you want to join me, you know, I'm also on Twitter all day, guys, at Nays Garden. Anybody that just, you know, you're like, you want to support me, you like the things that I say on here, so you like my ideas and whatnot. Twitter's a great place to go where you can hang out with me all day. We could be talking all day when I'm not in here. I mean, if you wanted that, you could have it. Just go on over to Twitter. It's free. And I'm there on Twitter at Nays Garden, tweeting away, looking for y'all. Okay, nobody has said anything in the chat still, so I will just go ahead and start smoking. In fact, I just realized my Discord's not on. I'll pull that up real quick. I didn't do my SEO yet, did I? Let me do the SEO first. Where the... Oh, here it is. Okay. Show my show. I need this. There it is. Where the... Video. Okay, great. Save. SEO is done. Search engine optimization is complete. Okay, let's get into the Discord server. Alright, here we go. Great.
Hey, bro.
Hey, Cyber. Hey, Jim. Here we go. Let's just go to, where's the Cyber's Grow Tent at? Cyber's Grow Tent. I don't see it all of a sudden. Cyber's Grow Tent. Great.
Les Peter Guitar Jam. Moo.
No.
Yeah, man. All right. So, it's Friday, 4:20. I'm ready to smoke. Are you guys?
I'm packing one right now.
Okay. God, I almost didn't go live, man.
Why?
Because I was on Twitter and nobody's over there supporting me at all, and I'm just over there, shooting blanks basically because I can't get my audience to come over, and it's just, it's disappointing. It makes me not want to help people out with the show.
I'm not using Twitter that much, to be honest.
That's cool.
Alright, I'm packed.
Cheers, bro. Cheers, Jim.
Cheers.
Cheers, everybody in the chat.
Cheers, everybody.
Cheers, nobody.
Nobody.
Heavy Padilla.
Hey, Heavy Pete.
Hello, Nate.
What's up, buddy?
Dave Campione.
Hey, Dave.
Smoking with y'all.
What's up, buddy?
Heavy Padilla. Not much.
Yep. So, yeah, what I said about Ron Johnson. Ron Johnson is a human piece of garbage. He's a Republican. He doesn't think women should have a right to decide what goes on inside their own bodies. He doesn't like immigrants. And I'm sure there's a lot more if I did a little research on Ron Johnson that would find out that it would make me just despise him even more. But the thing that gets me is Jimmy Dore making the comment that shit libs say that Ron Johnson is bad. Look, because shit libs aren't the only ones that say that Ron Johnson is bad. I also say that Ron Johnson is bad. And I'm not a shit lib because I don't fucking vote. Right? So, I don't subscribe to the political system. So you can't say I'm a shit lib. Wow, look at that. Jimmy Dore was wrong. Not just shit libs think that Ron Johnson's bad. I think he's bad too. But, if you agree with him on what happened with the election, well, then you might disagree with me. But then I would also call you a piece of human garbage as well. I know it's fun to try to, think that things didn't go, or, they went the way you thought they should have gone, but, they didn't work out the way you wanted them to. So you have a whole group of people that has this narrative that suits you because, your guy lost. So you subscribe to it because you're a weak fucking pussy with no ability to think for yourself. You're a lemming, a sheep, and a patriot, and a moron. But I'm sure it goes beyond election shit with Ron Johnson.
Billy Ballantyne.
I could do a little research on him.
Evening.
Hey, Billy. I could do a little research on Ron Johnson and find out all the things that he supports, and I guarantee you guys would probably fucking hate every single thing that he stands for. So just for Jimmy Dore to make such an uneducated, seemingly uninformed decision that Ron Johnson isn't bad, because of course that's the implication, Jimmy, isn't it? If you say shit libs say that he's bad, then doesn't that mean that you don't think Ron Johnson is bad? Because Jimmy Dore's not a shit lib, right? He's just a fucking shit.
I agree.
So I'd like to find, maybe some information on Ron Johnson, about his politics, what he
Vega Man
stands for.
66.
Hey, Vega Man.
What up, Nate?
Just to show you that when Jimmy Dore makes comments like that, it's because he's playing a side. He's playing Tucker Carlson's side. And he wants to go back on Tucker Carlson's show, so now Jimmy Dore's playing a fucking narrative that not even he agrees with. Now, literally coming out of his mouth is that a Republican senator isn't bad. But when you think about it, well, that Republican senator, does he support Medicare for all, Jimmy? Is that an important one for you? Because maybe a woman's right to choose isn't important for you, Jimmy. Are you not pro-choice? What, are you a pro-lifer, Jimmy? Huh. I wonder where Jimmy stands on the whole abortion issue. Because that's where I draw the line with almost all Republicans right there. I got to say, hey, man, you got to get over this whole thing with women's rights first. And as soon as you give women equal rights to men, then we can start talking at least. But I can't even talk to a Republican, so I can't even understand how Jimmy Dore feels like Ron Johnson isn't bad. Or why he says that, the comment that he makes that shit libs say that he's bad. What does that imply? Maybe it doesn't imply anything except that shit libs agree with everybody else, right? I guess you'd have to see Jimmy say it and the way he said it, his inflection, because if you saw Jimmy say it, you'd understand that I'm getting the context completely right. But, Jimmy likes to say that people take him out of context. So, just to cover all my bases, so, all of the Jimmy Dore supporting fans out there that might see this, understand that I'm not just making stuff up. So easy enough for me to pull up YouTube and go into my library and just click on library and then go to my last video that I just watched.
Billy Ballantyne.
History.
A 200-foot hickory tree decided to come down in my yard today and missed the castle by 15 feet.
Wow.
No injuries either,
Damn.
except a few azaleas and one section
That's a
of fence.
heavy tree, bro. I wonder what that thing weighed. Hickory's a heavy wood. That's a hardwood, right?
I think so, yeah.
So do you remember what?
So I have to be careful because he's playing Stephen Colbert.
Why mine? What's up, Nate?
Hey, Wymine.
Love from Marin County.
Nice to see you. I'm glad you made it by today.
So, because he almost got canceled. That I didn't know he took this backlash for just making the.
So Stephen Colbert makes the comment to Jon Stewart. He says, "What are you? Are you shilling for Ron Johnson now?" Anybody that is into politics knows who Ron Johnson is. He's a big Trump election denier for Donald Trump. That's going to be probably the first thing that jumps out at you. He's the senator, the Republican senator from Wisconsin. Let's see if we can locate this part
Those
in the
jokes, those
video.
obvious jokes, but that's what a cult is, and that's what the Democratic Party has become.
So Jimmy calls this a bit killer when Stephen Colbert says that. And he calls it a bit killer. He calls it a bit killer, and then he says, because Stephen Colbert is the one that evokes Ron Johnson's name. And I want you to hear the context of all of this.
Novel coronavirus lab.
I believe that's the case.
And
Now,
how long have you worked for Senator Ron Johnson?
let me tell you
Okay?
something.
So Jon Stewart was questioning the government narrative about COVID, about where it came from, the origin of the virus. Stephen Colbert was uncomfortable with it, so he did what Jimmy calls a bit killer by,
Why mine?
trying to take
I
power
don't even
away
sub
from John.
Jimmy anymore.
by making
He lost me years
making
ago.
John be the punchline.
Mike Pasquarello.
Ice, what's up, son?
Yo.
Hey, Ice.
So this is how he
Maxie
turns Jon
Williams.
Stewart into the punchline. He
Hey,
says, Stephen Colbert says, what, do you work for Ron Johnson? Jon Stewart goes back to, you had to evoke Ron Johnson.
This is not a conspiracy.
So that's what's called a bit killer.
Okay.
And so Stephen Colbert was very uncomfortable, so much so that he didn't mind cutting the legs out from underneath the comedy bit that
Mike
his boss.
Pasquarello.
Fair enough.
Endorphin tote.
Bro, you gonna pick me
Thanks,
up?
Barbara.
I didn't even know. This is in Sanford? You gonna come get me? What are we doing? What are we doing? Fuck, dude. Endorphin tonight. Holy shit, that came up quick. Dude, let me tell my friend Billy. He's like, let me know next time they're playing.
Mike Pasquarello. Have. Mike Pasquarello.
The Haven.
Haven.
Now watch, he's gonna be in like Tarpon Springs or some shit. He's like, dude, I'm already in the Keys. Because that's what he fucking does all the time. But hey, he told me next time they're playing, you know, and I should have looked up the date. Because me, I'll go. Man, I'm there. I can't wait. So anyway, what Jimmy goes on to say is that he makes a comment about Ron Johnson, and he says, shit libs say that Ron Johnson's bad.
Jon Stewart was doing. Jon
Well,
Stewart is an executive producer
I
on.
mean, he would have if I knew who Ron Johnson was.
Yeah.
If I, like most people,
Yeah.
had any idea.
Okay, dude, you work for a political comedy show, and the fact that you don't know all the senators' names, the biggest ones that are involved in like January 6th and election denying and all that stuff, bro, what are you even doing on that show, Kurt? What are you even doing? You don't even know who Ron Johnson is. I don't mean to play gotcha with Kurt Metzger here, but that's a pretty big one, and for him to either be playing dumb, which I'm gonna... Wow. Dude, he said, my buddy told me, oh, bro, I can't wait to go, blah, 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 blah. He's like, I'll pass. Wow. Okay. You'll pass then, buddy. What a response. What's up with that? I just, you know, kind of feeling like that about everybody today, man, you know? Anyhow, I'm going to go out on a limb here and say, Kurt Metzger, I think you do know who Ron Johnson is. I think you're fucking playing dumb. That makes you a fucking lying cunt.
Maxie Williams.
If I'm right,
Cheers.
that makes you a lying cunt, Kurt. If I'm right. Now, if you don't know who Ron Johnson is, hey man, you know, do better. Do better, because I know you can do better than this.
His
Yeah, it
shit,
was.
his shit libs know who Ron Johnson is because they make him out
Oh,
to be a bad
well,
guy.
He is just for.
There it was! Shit libs know who Ron Johnson is because they make him out to be a bad guy. Oh, Ron Johnson's not a bad guy, folks. Just understand, he's a Republican, okay, number one. Number two, he's an election denier. He's a fact denier. He's a science denier. He's a patriot and a freedom fighter. He's the Republican senator out of Wisconsin. I wonder if anybody endorsed Ron Johnson for his Senate seat. You know, like if you looked up and be like, "Hey man, here's these senators endorsed Ron Johnson," and then he gets in there and he's like, "I don't endorse anybody. I don't endorse anybody." So that's another window into what kind of a person he is. But just on the level of election denying, for Jimmy to think that that's not bad, that doesn't, he's in a leadership position denying facts, denying an American election. And Jimmy Dore doesn't have a problem with that, and Kurt Metzger doesn't have a problem with that, or they don't know that Ron Johnson is that guy, or they're acting like they don't know that Ron Johnson is that guy, so that Jimmy can keep his good graces with Tucker Carlson. So this is what Jimmy looks like when he's selling himself out. This is what Jimmy Dore looks like when he's selling himself out.
Jon Stewart was doing. Jon
Well,
Stewart is an executive producer on.
I mean, he would have if I knew who Ron Johnson was.
Yeah.
If I, like most people,
Yeah.
had any idea
well,
who
his
that
shit,
was.
his shit libs know who Ron Johnson is because they make him out to be a bad guy.
He is just for a small audience.
And so for
yeah.
that, after Jon Stewart said that,
Oh, Kurt Metzger outed himself. Kurt does know who Ron Johnson is. And he was pretending and acting like he didn't know who he was. And then as the conversation progressed, Kurt fell into the trap and is like, "Oh yeah, well, you know, he's got a small audience or blah blah." What? Were you just trying to make a joke, Kurt? Then you didn't know who Ron Johnson was because it wasn't funny. So maybe you should just work on your punchlines, bro. Maybe you should just work on your punchlines. Maybe that's all you need. You know, it might not be political. It might not be
Really
selling out.
Valentine.
It might just be really bad comedy.
So Jimmy looks like a half-shaved rat wearing a hairpiece when he's selling himself out. Got it.
Yes, he does. Very good observation, young Billy.
Jon Stewart was doing. Jon
Well,
Stewart is an executive producer on.
I mean, he would have if I knew who Ron Johnson was.
Yeah.
If I, like most people,
Yeah.
had any idea
well,
who
his
that
shit,
was.
his shit libs know who Ron Johnson is because they make him out to be a bad guy.
He is just for a small
And
audience.
so for
yeah.
that, after Jon Stewart said that, do you know what happened?
I don't care what happened after that. All I'm talking about right now, Jimmy, is you and the fact that you sell out, man. And people like Turbo Jerko, he's probably not even going to tune into this episode because there's no defense for what you said. I bet you Turbo Jerko knows who Ron Johnson is. And I bet you he's like, wow, you know, Ron Johnson is a fucking piece of human garbage. Well, he's a piece of human garbage. I mean, just like Mitch McConnell, just like Nancy Pelosi, just like Hillary Clinton, just like Lindsey Graham, just like Donald Trump. These are all pieces of garbage. And for you not to be able to realize that, well, that's, I'm afraid, where we're going to have to fucking part ways. And I'm just going to have to say, hey, man, I took you to the water where you could drink it. I led you right to it. So, that being said, I'm going to go ahead and smoke if Cyber's ready.
Yeah, I'm ready.
He's ready because he's Batman, bitch. Batman's always ready. Cheers, Cyber. Cheers, Jimbo. Cheers, Little Billy. Cheers, Megsy and Iceman. Ice, are you going to come pick me up for the show tonight or what? Why don't you come over now, man, for my show, and then we'll just leave from here. Let's take the Porsche. What do you say? Or ask my mom if she'll let me take the Lexus so I come pick you up. That's out of the way, though. No, it's not. I should come pick you up, bro.
Vegaman 66.
That's right.
Cheers, bro.
It's out there. It's going out
Why
past
not?
your house. You're waiting for me to figure that out, weren't you?
Delicacisms.
You're waiting for me to figure that out. All right. Cheers, everybody. No longer going to get us.
Cheers, bro. Cheers, everybody.
Why mine? Cheers.
It's dirty. It's a dirty, ugly little game that Jimmy Dore has to play. But you know what? If it gets him onto Fox News,
Maxie Williams. Cheers all.
I get it. I get it. I couldn't do it. And I don't know if I support him in what he's doing to get on Fox News. But I see what he's doing, and I think I know why he's doing it. And even though I can see it for what it is, it still leaves a really bad taste in my mouth. So much. Where's my grapes? I need some coffee. I gotta go grab my grapes. I left my grapes. Oh, I'm so glad I got this coffee. So, you guys, Harmony is at 1972. That means you can buy it under 2 cents right now. I'm still a little bit in profit on all my investments. Just a little bit. So I spent $34.5. So I'm at like $8,000 profit. I got $8,000 profit. You could get 100% double your money. Whatever you put in, if you get Harmony now, well, it's well under 2 cents. It's 0.1971, which means you could probably get it close to 2 cents. Even with the fees and everything. And then, if you believe, like I believe, that Harmony's going to go to at least 4 cents. Of course, I think it's going to go much further, but let's just say this. Then you're going to double your money. So, I thought about this the other day. I was like, I've got thousands and thousands of dollars in the fucking bank. Cash. And I know I could double some of that. But I need the cash sitting in the bank. For stupid reasons, but I need the
John
money.
Welder.
I don't want to have to take it out of crypto.
Harmony will got way further. LOL. I'm excited. Why mine? I made quite a bit with Chevron.
How much did you make, Wyman? Chevron stock? We're talking about crypto. You talking about down in the Dow? You down in the Dow? Down, the Dow is down. The Dow is down. Let me go get my grapes. Damn it! I was doing a lot of work out there today. A lot of work in that creek, man. Grapes, oh yes.
Why mine? Stocks man. I don't own any crypto.
Oh, okay.
Patrick John Welder. I put quite a bit into AMP2. It's under a penny.
Those are exciting. Penny cryptos are my favorite because you can watch them grow like watering cannabis. And they just multiply and multiply and multiply, man. I love starting at a penny. Let me see what else we got going on today. Monetize your podcast. Earn money from your podcast. What is this? Speaker.com. Create, publish, make money. Free speech, on-air talent, broadcaster, advanced statistics. $20 a month. GoPro. Free sign up. Free speech. No credit card. Make money with ads. Unlimited episodes. 6-month statistics. Speaker. Oh, it's a radio. It's a radio show. These are podcasts without the video. That's lame as fuck. You want to see me in all my glory, son. This is goddamn 2023. This ain't fucking 1952. It's listening to the fucking radio show with the family around the old radio. The radio box. Listen to fucking Orson Welles. What the fuck are you even doing? I mean, people have video screens on their watches now. Are you kidding me? You're still doing fucking audio podcasts? God, what the fuck is that? Oh, sometimes I just like to listen. Oh, yeah, you don't want to see, someone's expression every once in a while, even when you walk through the fucking room. Maybe see what they've got going on in the background or read chat or whatever the fuck. That's a whole other level of the show, is the visual aspect of it. I mean, wow. Look at my screen right now. I literally have an excerpt in a corner from Terminator because it's part of the theme of this show. Can you believe, Cyber, one of the guys that left Microsoft claims that the AI was sentient?
Yeah, I know that. I've seen that.
That guy's like famous now. He's getting interviewed and shit all over the place.
Yeah, he said that a few months ago, right?
I don't know. He's John Connor, bro. And it's my job to take him out because I am Terminator.
Called John.
Sarah Connor. Are you Sarah Connor?
Called John now.
Are you Sarah Connor?
Finger with it. Yeah.
Come with me if you want to live.
Yeah.
I'm like, that sounds like a win-win. Let's do that. Business immigration group alarmed over DeSantis' proposal to repeal in-state
Billy
tuition
Valentine.
for dreamers.
Does anyone else say that Batman is just a rich
It's
boy
like
with
a
too much
well.
money for his amount of control issues?
It's like a well.
He's just a douche cop with good funding and a thing for gimp clothes.
He is kind of a rich fucking
Okay.
privileged fucking ass, isn't he? Bruce Wayne. I mean, his name is fucking 2 first names, for Christ's sakes. Bruce Wayne. He could be Wayne Bruce. Come on.
No.
Dude, it's a never-ending well of the never-ending well of fascism just keeps a-flowing with Ron DeSantis. It's a never-ending... It's
Billy Valentine. And why the gimp suit with ears?
The Ron
He's so
DeSantis
close to
well
being a furry, it's
overflows
not
with
even
fascism, folks. Should it be the Ron DeSantis fascism well overflows? No, the Ron DeSantis well overflows with fascism. I like that. I think that says it all. Business immigration group alarmed over DeSantis' proposal to repeal a proposal to reverse a law giving in-state tuition to Dreamers. I mean, you know, Jimmy Dore, he's live right now. He's not going to cover that. You're not going to get that news over there. I guarantee it. But you'll get it from me, man. I'm here to expose Ron DeSantis because you know what? I'm doing it for my mom. You know, and she doesn't give a fuck that I do the podcast. She would probably rather I not do it. But, you know, because I love her and I know how she feels about that fascist fucker.
Hey, less facisms,
I do it for her, man.
more tisms.
And, you know I don't make a difference, but it makes me happy to know that I'm on the right side of history in calling this fascist fuckstick out. And a lot of people that watch this show, they'll thank me in the future. When, you know, everything... You might even thank me now and just be like, dude, I really didn't know anything about Ron DeSantis, and you were always talking about him, and then I start paying attention, and son of a bitch, bro, everything you said about him was true. He's a fucking fascist. Dude, that was fucked up. What is this, Saw, bro? Is she gonna fucking have to rip that shit out of her body? Let's play,
If
play a
you
game.
take the wrong key, the head blows off.
The key to stick in your body is somewhere embedded in your head. But you don't know where. Have fun. You have 60 seconds.
Good movie.
Yeah,
All
of them.
All. Ah! Ha! Ha! Cyber and I, all of them. Dude, I always just think about the one with the carousel of shotguns.
Yeah.
Oh my
Yeah.
God, I love that. That's my go-to, baby. Oh God.
Nick Brown. Hey guys. Late we were under a tornado warning.
That's crazy. So DeSantis wants to repeal in-state tuition for Dreamers, because he loves immigrants. About 40,000 students enrolled in higher education in Florida are considered undocumented, with about 12,000 eligible for DACA and about 28,000 ineligible. Can you imagine this? This would affect 12,000 people because he doesn't like immigrants. Deferred Action for Childhood Arrivals offers young immigrants who were brought to the United States as children temporary protection from deportation and permission to legally work. The law making in-state tuition available to Florida students who lack legal immigration status, also known as Dreamers, was signed by then-Governor Rick Scott, a Republican now in the U.S. Senate. Although it was opposed at the time by conservatives in the legislature, it was backed by a number of Republicans, including Jeanette Nunez, then in the Florida House of Representatives. While some Republicans who backed the law have been silent on the issue, Scott's criticized DeSantis' proposal as unfair. He recently told reporters in Tampa that it's a bill he was proud to sign. It's a bill I would sign again today, he said. That's Rick Scott saying that, who's a piece of shit, but even he, that Republican piece of shit, piece of human garbage, even he thought it was important to give those kids a chance.
Billy Valentine. Yeah, Nick. That's what took down my tree, a 90-mile-per-hour wind.
Wow. We're all getting affected by climate change, aren't we, man? Florida is one of 23 states, along with the District of Columbia, that allow students with permanent legal status who attended high school in their respective state or DC to pay in-state tuition. In-state tuition and affordability for Dreamers has been backed by moderate Republicans in the business sector, as well as Democrats and immigrant groups who argue that expanding educational opportunities is better for the overall economy. Florida would only be handicapping itself by taking away in-state tuition rates for undocumented young people that the state has already invested in for their K-12 years. Mike Fernandez, chairman of MBF Healthcare Partners and co-chair of ABIC, said in a news release, the whole point of making post-secondary education accessible to them, aside from the basic fairness, so it just talks about, why this is important. So like I said, it never ends with Ron
Billy
DeSantis.
Valentine. My neighbors evacuated. We're still here though.
Wow.
Making tacos. CNN is a cancer that destroys critical thinking. I agree. Experts, this is CNN reporting. Experts are drawing attention to the fallopian tube's role in many cases of ovarian cancer and say more women should consider having them removed to cut their cancer risk. You're not even going to say the age of women that should do that? You're just going to say women? That is some very poor reporting. And they wonder why they have women at high risk of ovarian cancer should consider fallopian tube removal. It shows a woman with her thumb up sitting in a hospital bed with a gown on. That is so weird. Billy Valentine. We took my wife's whole uterus out. It was cool.
Dude from Canada says, I'll be back, just going to go cut my balls off to avoid getting testicular cancer. It's an excellent fucking answer to this. How old is this fucking article? 5 hours, 5 hours, 5 hours. It was posted 5 hours ago. People are still responding to it. And CNN wonders why they have the lowest ratings. It's in 9 years.
years. A holy polka party. I know, dude. Billy, right? Bro. That freaking... Oh, my God. If you look at that, you'll literally start having an aneurysm. The guy's shirt with his fucking jacket. What a freaking clown show.
Billy Ballantyne. I saw a picture of my wife's uterus before they trashed it. Showed my daughter and asked if it made her homesick.
He doesn't get one by two scientists. Antarctic sea ice hits a record low. He doesn't understand what that means. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 words. Antarctic, that's one word. Sea ice hits a record low. Does anybody not understand what I just said?
Say again.
Antarctic sea ice hits a record low.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So Turbo Jerko saw that and he said, low of what? Wouldn't ice melted make water higher? Low temperatures? What? Dude, it says sea ice. It's the amount of ice. It says it. It says sea ice hits a record low. He thinks it hits a record low temperature?
Wow. Some people, bro.
It's Turbo Jerko, bro. He's my favorite Jimmy Dore fan. Loves the Door. He's probably over there watching Door right now. He's missing a great Nays Garden podcast because he's over there watching Jimmy Dore. There's about 10 ways I could have said that. Terminator, it all popped up. I was like, watching Jimmy Dore. That's the one I'll go with. Bing. Okay, I've got dirty bong water and I don't care. I got dirty bong water and I don't care because I'm smoking a bong here with my friend Cyber Reload and Jiminy Jim Jam.
And I'm packed.
Okay, no law regarding cannabis. Cheers, guys. Cheers, Billy. Cyber, Jiminy. Everybody that's in the Rumble sphere.
Cheers, bro. Cheers, everybody.
That is some dirty bong water.
Paul H. Cheers. Billy Ballantyne. Sea ice is at an all-time low because it has substance abuse issues.
Yep, there's the cat. Get in here. Get in here. Hold on. Every little animal around here has their little attitude. Rogie fucking just about took my hand off today.
Really?
Oh yeah. I gave him a
He's stepping on you on his growling. Like
yeah.
you are.
Oh yeah, dude. This dog has some serious issues, man. I gave him a lamb shank bone today. That was a mistake. I gave it
Why
to
is
him.
that?
I gave it to him outside, so he wouldn't make a mess in the house. He ate the top of it, got it ripped apart, and ate it. And then he got to the hard bone, and I didn't want him to choke on the little bits of bone. I didn't want him to sit there and gnaw on it.
Of course not.
I went out there, and I got within 10 feet of him, bro, and he started that tiger growl. I mean, he started baring his teeth at me.
Wow.
He positioned himself so he could attack me. I got right up on him, and he was protecting that bone, growling at me. I spanked his butt 2 times. He didn't even flinch, bro. I yelled at him. I said,
Wow.
no. So I had an idea. I went inside and I got a couple of cookies that he likes, little bacon cookies. I came back outside. I go, you want a cookie? He did one of those. He remembered the bone, and then he came and I got him. And as soon as he got that bacon, I went boom. I picked the lamb shank up and I went right in his face and I go, mine! This is mine! I screamed at him as loud as I could.
Dad,
And he went,
Cheers.
"Arr." He didn't like it. I was like, this is mine! And, you know, I'm trying to push back, bro, you know?
Yeah.
Ice, so am I coming over there or are we going in the Porsche? I need to know these things.
Billy Valentine.
What time do you want me over at your house?
Why do I have 3 new wave ovens? Who wants a stupid 90s fat cooker? Mike Pasquarello. You can come here. We can take my car, but would be better from here.
Yeah, I know. What time do you want me there? Just tell me what time to be there.
Mike Pasquarello.
All right,
Come by around 7.
I will do that.
Billy Valentine. I'm sending you 2 new wave ovens. Congratulations.
Charles, get back in here.
Mike Pasquarello. Awesome. Mike Pasquarello. Cyber. You be here by 7 too.
Oh, I remember what I was doing. There was too much wind for me to blow the bolt. The wind was coming straight back in the window hard. It was blowing a hard wind. Like 25-mile-an-hour wind coming right in the window. And I was like, I can't blow them. So I waited. And that's what I was going to see Big Jim tonight. Hopefully smoke some of this Big Jim bud. We're going to see Big Jim. I should call Uncle Frank and ask him to hook me up. But, you know, I'm not even smoking the other stuff. I still got that True Black, but it just knocks me out. That's why I'm not...
Pack one.
What's that?
I said, let me pack one.
All right. Oh, yeah. Keep up with Iceman, bro. I'm gonna bring my new phone there tonight, bro, to get the whole. I'm gonna record the whole set, and it's gonna be so
Okay.
badass on my new phone.
Cool.
I hope the sound
Yeah.
picks up good with that thing.
Do it. Do it, man.
Watch the other phone do a better job, because that
Mike
other video was
Pasquarello.
great.
Cheers, Nate, Cyber, and
I mean, the
Trendies.
sound is pretty damn good. Even though the sound does kind of go in and out a couple times when it'll be interesting to see if maybe this got a better thing for loud concerts and stuff.
Oh yeah, probably does. Man.
Cheers,
All right.
Cyber. Okay, good. Cheers, Cyber. Cheers, Jim. Cheers, Ice. Cheers, Billy, Valentine, and everybody that's over there on the Rumble Sphere. Cheers, all of you guys. Thanks for showing up, man. Awesome. I'm going to Endorphin tonight with Iceman.
Cheers, bro. Cheers, everybody.
Cheers.
Vegaman 66. Cheers, bro.
Lamb shank, baby lamb shank, baby lamb shank. What? Oh, snap! I'm a wordsmith. Lamb shank, baby. Lamb shank is a tasty little meal that you can eat for dinner. Lamb shank, baby. Don't give the bone to your dog. Not if you want to lose your hand. You'll get bit and won't make it to the band. Endorphin. I'm vigorously marching in place right now. Let's do our stretches before we go see Endorphin. Make sure we get our elbows nice and high. Boundary check. 1, 2, 3. I'm kidding. It's such a mellow crowd. Even it depends on what bands are playing with Endorphin, but it's really chill, bro. And if there's a little pit, it's a little pit, and everybody can stand right on it.
Billy Valentine.
It's Orlando, bro.
Don't forget to do long stretches.
Dude,
Important.
I get my elbows in check. Make sure my shoulders are all lubricated and ready, all stretched out. I'm ready. Because all I'm going to be doing all night is this.
Billy Valentine.
I'm just going to be holding up this thing like this. Like really high.
Billy Valentine.
Like that kid in Galaxy Quest that's holding
Wiener
up the
warm-ups.
firecracker. Stands on his tiptoes.
Yeah.
And then that thing, the ship goes over him and almost kills him. The lamb shank is a tasty little meal that it is called, what do they call it? Something buco. Anybody? Jim. Azabuco. Azabuco! Lamb shake, baby lamb shake. Lamb shake, baby lamb shake. I like eating a lamb shank plate.
Everybody knows that it's gonna taste great at the Lamb Shank. You know, you got to do your little happy
B-52s?
chant. That guy's always doing like a happy little chant. I'm really happy. I stand on the side. I make little rhymes and I have lots of pride. Lamb Shank. Lamb Shank is a little place where... Where's my...
They can tell the sound.
Right?
Yeah.
That voice.
Yeah, I know.
Old-timey
That
voice.
voice. Yeah. It actually sounded good, though. I think it sounded good.
What, the
B-52s are
B-52s?
Yeah, they had some cool songs.
Oh, they fucking rock, bro.
Billy Valentine.
They rock.
Yeah.
My new thing
It's
is
just-
on
it's
lamb
different.
and on
Totally
pork
unique.
together with tons of eek seasoning.
It's funk.
Throw in a pita, instant gyro.
What was that, Cyber?
I say it's funk.
Yeah, but
It's
it's,
funk music.
What kind of music? Funk?
Funk. Funk.
Like funk?
F-U-N-K.
Funk.
Funk. You know?
No, they're not funk.
Yeah, they are.
You think?
B-52?
Yeah.
Yeah, the way he played bass and shit, that's definitely a funk band. Also, the guitars and shit. I would
Huh.
classify them as a funk band, definitely.
I would have never thought of that. They were like, they're progressive. To me, it was
The
always
only reason, because I
progressive
went
pop rock.
to school with one who was really into them, and he always called them a funk band and shit, and I actually think I don't know. I might be wrong.
He's slapping and popping his bass.
Yeah. Mark King, right? We're talking about Mark King from B-52?
Yeah, I guess
He
I
is
didn't.
definitely playing funk too.
I guess I didn't
definitely.
realize it.
Maybe not on all the songs, but that album with Running in the Family and shit, that's really funk-like.
Hmm.
they're cool, man.
I must say, I never listened that much to them except when I went to school, because that guy was listening to them all the time.
I only like discovered them recently. Obviously, I'm old. A little bit before my time when they were popular.
Would you say
Oh
that
yeah, I'm
the
talking back in the 90s.
Red
I
Hot
don't
Chili
know if it's
Peppers
a-
are similar to the B-52s in style? Because they're both funk bands?
Yeah, some of the stuff, some of the bass stuff.
Yeah.
The vocals are totally different.
Yeah.
Vocals are
Yeah,
totally
the
different.
vocal is different, and yeah.
I would say the B-52s borrow their vocals more from a punk influence, or maybe progressive punk or new wave, and Chili Peppers are more like, he sings more like, I don't know, metal.
What?
No, I don't think that Red Hot Chili Peppers is metal per se.
Is
No, it's
I
is,
think
is,
it is.
is Madness ska?
Is what?
Madness, are they a ska band? I was thinking
What's
about this.
ska?
I've never heard of
Ska
Madness.
ska is influenced by what region in Europe? Is it Ireland?
Yeah, it's from Ireland. It's ska is like a mixture of like it's kind of like
Zydeco.
to like
Zydeco.
no doubt.
It's like Zydeco, which is from like New Orleans, mixed with like kind of funk and
Yeah, that's ska.
ska is like, well, how what else would you use to describe it, bro? Because I
kinda
could
like,
totally think of like this band, their ska band. Their bass lines are like it wasn't really complicated, but it had that little hippity hop thing going on.
I
And they're
like
called
the
ska.
best ska
Billy
band, obviously,
Valentine.
No doubt is a
I
good
feel the
example.
B-52s are closer to your murder. Yes, your murder.
I like
Not my
Thanks, Bill.
go-to. I never owned any albums from the B-52s, that's for sure. And I, you know, when they were talking about
No.
funk from the B-52s, I'm like, dude, I hadn't heard enough music, I guess, from them.
Yeah. No, but when I say that my memory go back to when I went to school, back with that guy and Running in the Family, that album there, and that is all the way back from '89 or something like
need
that,
to hear
88,
that.
89.
I,
And
what,
I haven't listened to them since. But back then I would classify them as funk, definitely.
I have to hear that. I wasn't listening to them, and I hadn't been introduced to that at all. I can only think of 2 songs: the Rock Lobster, and Love Shack from them. And I know that guy, he talks like this. He does lots of talking and never seems to stop.
He doesn't actually sing. He just likes to talk in that weird kind of voice. But it works really well.
But you kind of hear that in ska sometimes too, like with that talking, like Madness, for instance, which is interesting because I was just thinking about Madness today. Our house in the middle of our street. That's Madness, right?
Oh yeah, I remember that song. I don't know who plays it though, but I know the song.
Wow. They got horns. That's the thing. Check this out. The ska band had horns. They always had a three-piece horn section. Every ska band
You
I
know
ever
what?
saw.
When you say that, on the Jerry Cantrell album, the solo album, there's a song called "Cut Me In." There's horns, and that's in the chorus. There's horns,
Uh-huh.
and it's a style I'm not used to here. It's actually pretty good. How is the guitar in ska? What does that play?
That's a good question, man. It's like there's a
Billy
lot
Valentine.
of like 7th chord.
Fun fact.
Um,
Remember the B-52s?
there's minor.
They
There's a
all
lot of
turned out
here.
to be
There's a lot of minor chords.
Okay.
Like
If you listen to the song,
here, like this kind of stuff right here. Just hit a minor chord.
yeah,
Just like that 1-2 type. And just imagine a bunch of kids skipping around in a freaking circle, bro. Like dancing in this
Roger
weird
that.
Running Man. You ever seen the Running Man dance? The kids do. It's called the Running Man. So they got their arms out. They're running around in a big circle. Their arms are going like this, and they run, and their legs are like all like rubbery when they're running, and they make it look like they're almost like moonwalking. And they do it really fast in a big circle. A whole bunch of them do it, and it's really weird, bro. And you see that at the ska band shows. You have to look. You should
No,
Google that.
I don't think I ever seen that.
You should Google Running Man ska circle, bro. And you're just
Billy
gonna be like,
Valentine.
oh my god, I'll
Style
never
fast
be able to
popular
unsee
music
this,
having a
bro.
strong offbeat that originated
Why?
in Jamaica
Why
in the
did you make me look at
1960s,
this?
A forerunner of reggae. Paul H. Madness Drip Fed
Oh,
Fred.
there in Discord I gave you. That's probably the most well-known
Roger that.
specials.
What was that band that had the dude that would dance on
Message to
stage
You.
with them? They did that thing about venereal disease or AIDS.
Oh.
It was about AIDS. They did a song about AIDS. I've never been tested. Blah, da, 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 da. They're ska band. And they had a guy that would always dance on stage with them on MTV. The guy was right with them on stage, just doing this, just dancing like
Billy
this.
Valentine. Ska is basically reggae's dad.
What's the name of that band that I'm talking about?
Reggae. I'm not sure.
I got it. I got the chorus in my head.
Rocksteady was Reggae's dad.
Ba 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 ba. Ba 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 da 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 ba 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 ba. That's the chorus. It goes like that. It's so funny. It's a ska band. They were huge, bro. I can't believe no one in the chat got it.
Paul H. Rancid Time Bomb.
Man, I could just type. I'm just googling it in ska song about AIDS. Watch, it's gonna pop right up.
Billy Ballantyne. Serving up some ceviche in a moment. You're missing out. Paul H.
The Mighty Mighty Boss Tones.
Ska band from U.S. Track Time Bomb.
You ever heard of them?
Yeah.
No,
Mighty
I
Mighty
don't
Boss
think
Tones.
so.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a ska band. That's the one that had the guy that would dance on stage that did that song about AIDS.
Oh. Oh, okay, yeah. Oh, yeah, right, okay. That was a while ago. Man, fuck, I forgot about them.
But having the dude dancing on stage was freaking awesome. Dude wore a little hat. Or no, maybe he didn't. Sometimes he did, sometimes he didn't. I don't know about the whole hat thing now.
Billy Ballantyne. I wonder if Mark ever made ceviche. Oh God.
I don't know, man, but my mom brought home this lamb shank and it was pretty damn good. I had a little bit of it. And then Rogan tried to kill me over it. I still don't know the song though. From the Mighty Mighty Boss Tones. The song that I'm talking about, I still don't know the name of the song. Or how the chorus goes. I mean, I kind of think I kind of remember the chorus, but I can't remember the words in it.
I put one in Discord that you probably... I don't know if you've ever heard that one. That's like probably the most famous song. The Specials?
No.
Message to You, Rudy. It's probably the most famous.
No, not that song.
You know what? Yeah, you've heard it before. You know. Everybody's heard that song at one point.
Billy Ballantyne. I wonder what kind of rotten fish Mark's into these days. I'd send him a gift basket of surströmming.
Madness has a song called One Step Beyond.
One step beyond, and that's all they say in the whole song. It's all music. It's hilarious. One step beyond. If you walk into that fan, you die.
Yeah.
Psst. Unreal. I gotta take my vicious dog out for a walk.
Good.
Oh boy. How are you able to run over that fan? You turned it off?
Yeah, I think that is what I want.
Holy shit.
Contact in there.
Oh, never have to knock on wood, but I know someone who has, and I know someone who should. But na never have to knock on wood. That's the fucking song from Mighty Mighty Boss Tones.
Oh, yeah, I remember that song.
Yeah.
I used to listen to that quite a bit, actually.
I knew I was going to remember that freaking chorus, and I was like, I'm going to remember that before the end of the show, man. All right, anyway, listen, I'm out of here. I'm going to take care of my dog. I got stuff to do. And then I'm going to go see Endorphin tonight, man, at the Haven. So,
Yeah.
I will see you guys later. Maybe I'll upload some video. Maybe I'll broadcast live from my phone out there. Who knows? But make sure you follow me on Twitter if you want to see that live broadcast, because that's where I'll be broadcasting from, most likely. Twitter. So I'll see you guys there at Days Garden on Twitter. All right, guys, take care. Peace. Never have to knock on wood, but I know someone who has. I know someone who run. Never have to knock on wood, but
You wonder if I should.
Should.
The impression that I get.
Yes, it's the impression that I get. That's the name of the song.
Yeah.
That's the name of the
Yeah.
song, the impression that I get, right?
Yeah.
Yep. All right. There we
Yep.
go. Now you all know.
Oh yeah.
Go listen to it
You
on
gotta
YouTube.
go. You gotta
Go watch
that,
the
man.
video of it on YouTube right now. You'll enjoy it. All right. Bye, guys.
Cheers.
Bye, bro. Have a good one.
All right, you too.